Hello my friends, I am so excited to be back with another video, and as you can tell I have a lot of things to share with you guys. First of all, I just want to say that I want to thank all of you so much for helping me reach 100 subscribers in this channel. I was seriously considering, if you guys watched my last video, just ending this channel and starting a different one because I just felt like my channel was stuck and you know, hardly anybody was getting notifications of my videos and the algorithm wasn't pushing them out. Then we reached 100 subscribers, which really gave me the encouragement that I needed to continue posting on this channel. So I hope that you guys enjoy these videos, and I thank you so much for being here from the bottom of my heart. In this video, I will be doing a giveaway to thank all of you and to celebrate 100 subscribers. And I will continue finding ways to give back to you guys and to show just my gratitude and my appreciation for you guys being here with me for all this time. So let's go ahead and get started. I am super excited. Happy fall. I hope you guys are having a beautiful fall. This is my favorite weather of the entire year. And I have so much art, so many books, journal things, and really fun things to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So today is a very rainy day. It's very dark outside. It gets really dark, super early now. So I hope that you enjoy this moody lighting. And first, I wanted to get started with some art. I've been really excited about art and just making all kinds of art. And I want to share some of that with you guys. I have shared the sketchbook before with you guys. This is by Artist Loft. It is the Michaels brand. And the sketchbook is not the greatest. It's very poorly constructed. The front cover fell off and the pages are pre-perforated so that you can easily rip them out, which I don't. That's why I keep a sketchbook, so that I can kind of have all of my studies and practice in one spot. And it's sort of falling apart. I'm hoping I can add some glue here and add the cover to it. But yeah, this paper is not watercolor paper, which I have shared before. And this paper is not watercolor paper, so that's why you can tell that the edges kind of curled a little bit. But it actually takes watercolor really well. It takes most mediums really well. And I really like that. I really enjoy the paper in the sketchbook because it is very smooth. It is as smooth as just regular paper for just pencil or pen. And I really like that. It makes it very easy to sketch. For this sketch here, I made obviously a bunch of pumpkins, and I made this yesterday. It took me about an hour, and I started with a watercolor base. I sketched out the pumpkins in watercolor, and then I covered the background in a light purple, sort of like a magenta watercolor background. And then I went over everything with these right here, with the Caran d'Ache Neo colors. And I have really been loving these. I've been using these a lot. I love using them sort of like oil pastels and just dry over watercolor. You can also obviously wet them, and I've just been really enjoying using these to add shadow and light. And I really like this painting. There is going to be a restaurant that's been in our area for about 40 years is going to be showcasing some of my art, which I'm so excited about and so grateful for the opportunity. And this is one of the paintings that I'm going to be making, but this is going to be one of the paintings. So that's why I wanted to practice it on here. And that is that. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys is this. This is a composition notebook from Target, and I wanted to convert a composition notebook into a sketchbook. So on the cover, I don't know if you can tell, but I just have a mixture of blues, and there's some glitter on there. I think the lights are washing it out, but I'm not done with the covers yet. I want to add some sequins. When I was designing the cover, I imagined like a mermaid. So this is going to be like my mystical mermaid sketchbook. And yeah, I'm really excited. So it's a regular composition notebook. And then I went in, let me show you. So it's just one of these lined notebooks. And I went in and I just added some paint to some of the pages in order to prep them for some art. So it created these really nice backgrounds. And at first I was using artist grade paints for the pages. Well, actually all the pages are done, all the backgrounds are done with artist quality paint. And then this is the first painting that I did in here. And I don't know if the reflection is going to show, but it's this whimsical woman, and it's called Bloom. And I really like her. I think one of the paintings that I'm going to have on display is at the restaurant is going to be something like this. And I really, really liked her. So I started painting her with artist quality paint, but then I thought this paper's not really for acrylic paint. It's a little more challenging because of that, which I really do enjoy, because I feel like that's the whole point of doing something like this. It's to push yourself and to learn and to try different things and sort of maybe make it a little harder for you to create what you want to create and add a little bit of resistance. And then that always pushes me to just find different ways of doing things and just working with the paints. So for instance, here the paint was drying extremely quickly, and it wasn't blending very well, and it's just not made for that, right? The paper is obviously not made for that. This is just like a school composition notebook. So then I thought, why waste my professional grade paints on a sketchbook that's really just to learn and to study and to continue to grow and just to try different things and experiment. So instead, what I did was I went to the store and I bought the 3 primary colors, which is these right here. I bought, and this is a very, very cheap paint, and this is a multi-surface. I think each were $1. So much cheaper than my Liquitex paints. And I got these 3 colors. And then I just got 3 because with primary colors, you can create basically any color. You just have to mix them. And so I thought that that would be another way of challenging myself and of continuing to grow, is instead of buying colors that are already pre-mixed, I could mix them myself and come up with my own color combinations, which is what I've been doing. And I have been having so much fun. And then on top of that, some of these are glossy, some of these are satin, some of these are matte, which have been creating really fun and different textures in my paintings. I am going to get all 3 colors in gloss and all 3 colors in satin and all 3 colors in matte, so that at least I have those options to play with. But for now, this has been great. I also included a white because that way I could get pastel versions of any color that I want. So with that, with those 3 colors, I created all the colors for, for the flowers and for the butterflies. And it was so much fun, and I have really, really enjoyed it. And it feels amazing to come up with your own color combinations. So this is one that I did. I think this one I did it, September 28th. And then I started working on this one, on this painting, and I haven't finished it yet. It's a little hard to show it with the light, but it is a witch in, I painted this for the spooky month of October. So it's a witch, and she's reading a book, and she has a cat on her lap. I don't know if the lighting is going to show that. She's wearing this beautiful long sleeve green dress, and this is her her hair right here. And then her sweater comes all the way, her dress comes all the way up to her neck. She's obviously reading a book, and she is in the woods, just reading and just spending some time in solitude. And I really like how this one's going. It's not finished yet. I want to finish her hat, and I also want to outline her somehow. I want to find a way to make her stand out. I feel like because I used really dark colors in the background, and then her colors are also very dark, it is a little hard to tell where she begins and where the background ends. But I really like the background. I really like her dress, her cat. She's very pretty. So I am still working on that one. And then I prepared a few pages, and then I drew this one, which again, it's been a little hard to show it with the lights, but she is another mystical mermaid creature. And there are elements I love about this painting. I love her hair. I love this flower here. And I love this butterfly right here. I love the color of her lips, her blush, her eyes, and I love this skin tone here. So something that happened with this painting is that because like I said, I'm mixing all these colors myself. And unless you're very precise and you're writing down exact measurements and exact combinations, then it's hard to recreate those colors, because I'm doing everything just intuitively and just to play and continue learning and just having fun. So I loved this one. And then there were some spots that I wanted to go over. And when I tried to mix her skin tone again, obviously it came out this other color, which is different, and I didn't like it. And yeah, so I thought I could either paint all of her this new color, and then it would be difficult because I would cover her eyelashes. I would basically have to start over, or I could scrap it and throw it away, or I could just leave it like that and just enjoy the parts of it that I like and just chalk it up to learning and continuing to grow. And like I said, I have a very limited amount of paint, just these 3 colors, and I'm mixing my own colors. And I'm using paper that is not for acrylic paint. So all of it is pretty challenging, but that's the point. That's the whole point of this, is to challenge myself and push myself and continue to learn and grow. So this was that painting. And I have a few more pages that I've already prepped that I want to paint in, and then I will continue prepping these other pages, and hopefully I will complete the sketchbook soon and share that with you guys. I also, like I said, I want to finish the cover. I want to add some sequins, and I want to add some mesh fabric, because this is like my mystic mermaid sketchbook, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. So I want to share that with you guys. Also, in my online art class, there is a project that goes along with the class, and a student just submitted her project that I want to share with you guys here. And this is on Skillshare, and it is art as self-care. That is my class, and it's just an easy and fun way to get started in art, and it's for everybody and anybody, from beginner to advanced. Anybody can do it, and it just teaches very simple and fun and intuitive ways to get started with art. Hi, I'm Nina, owner and designer at Dream It to Life, a creative company designed to help you start living your dream life today. I would like to thank you for being here and for allowing me to share with you these easy and simple exercises that will help unleash your creativity. These exercises can be done anywhere and by anyone. All you require is something to write with and something to write on. And you don't need to have any previous art knowledge or any type of art skills in order to do these exercises. Art has a multitude of benefits, and during the worst time of my life, it was one of the tools that helped me the most. My hope is that after this class, you will have an additional self-care tool that you can reach for anytime you need. Intuitive art. And that is exactly what it sounds like. It is just putting down on paper whatever comes to you intuitively. This exercise, to me, is the best way to overcome perfectionism, because you have such little control over the end result. For this exercise, we're going to be working on lines and mark making. And this is her project here, and I wanted to share with you guys because I love it so much, and it made me so happy, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I will share a link down below where you can get 30 days free of Skillshare if you sign up for my class, and I hope that you guys do, and I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you will share your class project with all of us because it makes me so happy and so proud. I love that class so much, and I hope that you guys do as well. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And that is it for Sketchbook. As you guys know, I love coloring and coloring books, and I did this in the Harvest Home Coloring book, and I finished this one in September 7th, and it is this beautiful rooster, all of the fall colors. I colored him only using my Prisma markers. If you guys watched my previous video, which I will link down below in case you didn't, I was sharing how previously in coloring books, I was doing a base of my Prisma markers, and then I was going over that with my Prisma Premier colored pencils to add shades and to add dimensions and light. And then sometimes I was also going in there with some watercolor. I got some gel pens from my wish list. So I was adding all those elements to my coloring pages. And instead of being a fun, relaxing activity, it felt more like work on my sketchbooks. And that's not what I'm looking for when I color. Whenever I color, I just do it to relax and have fun. So I mentioned in that video that I wanted to try and just go in with my Prisma markers, and I did, and I really liked it. I did some shading just with the markers, as you can see right here. As you guys can see right here. I also did some shading like right here in his wing, and I really liked it. I love how he came out, how he turned out, and it was a lot of fun, and it was super fast and super easy, and that's exactly what I'm looking for with coloring. So I will continue to do that. So I finished that one. And then in this book, The Enchanted Journey, I completed this one here, which I showed you guys a work in progress in my previous video. And for this one, I also just went in with my Prisma markers, and I added a little bit of shade, and I shaded in some parts. I added these little bushes in the back. Those weren't part of the picture. What else did I add? I completed the little blanket because it would cut off in the original page. So I just finished the design and completed the corners, and yeah, I really liked it. I think the only other thing I did add was a little bit of metallic gel pen for the little branches, which I don't even think you guys can tell. I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. This one I completed it on so this one I completed it right before September, so August 31st. So I had already shared my work in progress, and yeah, I really liked it. And those are the only 2 coloring pages that I did. And then these are some of the supplies that I like to use. I love Prismacolor. I love the markers. I love the colored pencils. I have the watercolor pencils as well. So I love those. And then also, like I said, the Caran d'Ache Neo 2 watercolor. Love these very much. They feel like oil pastels to me, but not as messy. And yeah, I've been loving these so much. And then for paints, I think I already mentioned, but the Liquitex the Liquitex professional grade are my favorites. Moving into journals, I want to share with you guys the new Dream It to Life seasonal fall journal, and it is this one right here, and I am absolutely in love with it. I love the moody dark chocolate colors. I love everything about it. It is cream colored paper, so the more that you journal, the more that you try different supplies, and even with sketchbooks and coloring and I guess anything that you do, the more things that you try, the more you learn about yourself, and the more you realize what you like, what you prefer. I prefer cream colored pages to stark white. I'm not a fan of stark white pages, so most of my journals are cream colored. So is this one. And then this one, all the pages are numbered. They are all blank pages. And there is a belongs to page at the very front. There's a space for when you started the journal, when you finished it. And then there is an index for all of your, with all the page numbers so that you can easily access your different pages. And yeah, I am completely in love with it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. That is definitely a favorite. I don't have it here with me now, but I will share it with you guys the next time that I make a video. And another journal that I got this Moleskin Journal, and I was so excited about it. I love the color. I love the size. I want to get the Moleskin watercolor sketchbook in the A3 size. That is my next sketchbook that I want. And I'm so excited. I really want to work in a large space. And I already started swatching here in the back different pens and markers and watercolors, and it takes most of them pretty well. This is 70-pound paper, and so it's not really for watercolor. There's more warping in this. There's more warping in this paper than in the one from Michael's, from my Michael's sketchbook, which is weird because they're the same. They're both 70 GSM. This one's just not for watercolor, but it did take, I mean, it didn't bleed through. Nothing really bled through. And I even tried my black Tombow marker and my Arteza brush pen. It took everything really well. There is some shadowing, especially on the Tombow and the Arteza, so I won't be using those. I originally wanted to use this as a sketchbook because I really want a large sketchbook, and this would have been so perfect. But unfortunately, I love to use watercolor, and this paper is just not for that. And there goes Tilly. She wanted to do a little cameo. So I don't know what to use this sketchbook for, this journal for. I was thinking, so my Dream It to Life fall journal, my idea is to use it for memory keeping. So all things fall, everything that happens this fall. Like the other day, my very sweet boyfriend, we were running errands, but then I got hungry, so we stopped to get something to eat. And then he drove to a park that I really like, and we had this little, like, spur of the moment picnic, which I love picnics, and we always have our picnic blanket in the car. So we went to the park, and there was the biggest moon, almost a full moon. It looked full, and it was just so beautiful. And it was already pretty dark. It was like 7 p.m., which looks like 10 o'clock at night nowadays. And yeah, and it was beautiful and so sweet. And then he played some candles in our phone, like a candle video. And it was just like the perfect moment. And it was so beautiful and so sweet and so romantic. And I don't want to forget all of those beautiful things that we do and that happen, and moments that I share with him. So I want to make sure that I'm keeping them somewhere. So the Dream It to Life fall journal, I want it to be full of all the fun fall memories of all the things that we do this fall. We've been grilling in the backyard. Last night we roasted sausages over this like beautiful bonfire that my boyfriend made, and then we had burgers that we made on the grill. The night before that, we did the same thing. The weather's been beautiful, so we've really been enjoying it. Last night we also roasted some marshmallows and had some s'mores, and we just hung out there and just talked and shared scary stories, and it was so beautiful and so perfect. And I want a place where I can keep all those memories. So that's what that journal's gonna be for. And then I already have my brain dump notebook, which is just like a notebook I don't care about, and I just scribble in there whatever is on my mind. And I already have my big Dream It to Life light notebook, which is where I keep all my studies, all my notes that I take from classes that I'm taking. I love to learn. I'm an avid reader, so That's where I keep all of my notes for anything that's important, projects, ideas, things that I want to work on, things I'm working on. Then I have the Dream It to Life daily planner, which has an hourly breakdown. That is where I do my to-do list every single day. And that's how I keep track of projects and I make sure that things get completed. So I'm not sure what to do with this one. I was thinking that maybe it could be my lists notebook, because I love making lists. And so I could do like bucket lists, I could do wish lists, I could do, like, I'm starting a media collection. We grew up having like every Disney movie and so many books and so many physical media and music and CDs. And now, like, there's none of that. I've started my DVD collection. I have about 5 of them. So I want to write a list of all the DVDs that I want. I want to write a list of the ones that I have so that I don't buy doubles. I want to make a list of all the CDs and music that I want and, you know, things like those. So I was thinking that this could be my list notebook. So if you guys have any ideas as to what I could use this for, and I was so excited about my notebook, and then I saw this, which is, I don't know what that is. It's like a watermark, and it's not on the inside and it doesn't affect the papers, but yeah, that's so unfortunate because it was so pretty. And it's on the back too, but barely right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. But anyway, it's not a big deal. I wish it didn't have that. But it's okay. I'm too precious with my things, and I know I shouldn't be. I love that it's not lined. It is my favorite kind of journal. So I can do anything that I want with it. So yeah. I think that's what I'm going to use this Moleskin for. Like I said, originally I thought it would be a perfect sketchbook because I really want the Moleskin watercolor sketchbook A3 size. And I have it in my Amazon wish list along with a lot of the other things I'm going to talk about. So if you guys are ever looking for gift ideas for anybody who loves art or books or music or any of the things that I talk about in this channel, you can go check out my wish list. I have so many things there, but one of the things that I have on there is the Moleskin A3 watercolor sketchbook, which is my dream sketchbook. I have a big sketchbook, like a large sketchbook. I think it's also an A3. It's the Dilutions sketchbook, but that's more like cardstock, and that is more of a mixed media journal or sketchbook. And I love it. It takes pretty much everything and anything, but it's not for watercolor. So the easiest paper to work with watercolor is obviously watercolor paper, and watercolor is probably my favorite media. So I want a watercolor sketchbook that is just watercolor. I currently don't have one, and I'm gonna make a video sharing all of my sketchbooks and all of my sketchbook art. So stay tuned for that. Make sure that you guys are subscribed. But yeah, this is a new sketchbook added to the collection. Another thing I got, and I don't remember where I got this. I think I got it at Target. It is this one, a quad ruler writing pad. And I got this, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I got this for journaling, for adding to my sketchbooks, for just having a variety of papers. I love paper and notebooks. I'm also working on a life binder where I'm going to have everything organized, and I thought I could maybe hole punch some of this and add it on there just to have different options. So yeah, that's another thing I got. I also got these stickers. I got these at CVS, which is a pharmacy here. And I love animals. I love dogs. I love cats. I love all animals. And these are so, so cute. These were on clearance, and I almost wish I would have bought more, but I'm really trying not to hoard things. So I just want to buy things that I know I'm going to use and use them up, and then I can get some more. So these are so pretty, and I know I should have bought more now because my mom already told me she wants one of these, and I'm going to give some to my boyfriend. So I'm going to end up with like 2 stickers. So I should have bought at least one of these for each of us. But yeah, these are so cute, and I can't wait to use them in my journals and on my sketchbooks. Another thing I got, which can work for either, you can see my ring light right here. Another thing I got, which works for both drawing and journals, is this right here. This is just drawing paper, and it's pretty big, as you can tell. It's 70 sheets, and it is 12 inches by 18 inches. So it is pretty huge, pretty massive. And like I said, I've really been craving having like a bigger surface and use up the whole page and make big drawings and big paintings. And so this is perfect because I can also fold it in half and add it to sketchbooks or journals, or I can cut pieces for my journals. So this is really perfect. I also met this lady who wants to learn how to paint. And so I thought that I could bring some of this whenever I go see her so that we can get started on some sketches. And then I'm also going to share it, obviously, with my loved ones. So it's 70 sheets. And I love the color. Like I said, I prefer tan cream pages, colored pages to stark white. So these are perfect, and I am so excited. Another journaling item that I got is this right here. These are Post-it notes. These are transparent. So these are really cool because you can add notes whenever you're, like, I love to annotate and I love to write on my books, and I love to learn and take as much from it as I can. So sometimes I write a lot of notes, and then that covers like the entire text of the book. So this way you can add notes, but you can still see the text from the book, or obviously you can lift it. But yeah, these are pretty neat. So I got those. And then this is an item that I already had, but I really have been loving. Well, my favorite colors are neutral colors. So I love the neutral, rich, dark, chocolate colors. I love tan. I love beige. I love brown. I love gray. I mostly tend to gravitate towards neutrals, and I don't have a lot of neutral colors when it comes to my journaling supplies or even my art supplies. So, for instance, in the Prisma colors, I mean, they're just regular colors, right? You have a few like dark, moody colors, but for the most part, they're just, you know, it's a variety of colors. It's just a mixture of colors. And I do want to have like a collection of just dark, rich, moody, or even just neutral colors. So on my wish list, I have the mild liners, the neutral mild liners. I have the skin tone tombos, which are all just the most beautiful neutrals. And then I have also like browns and tans, and like burnt oranges and burnt reds and all those beautiful fall colors for bookmarks, note tabs, just journaling accessories, and then also like notepads and sticky notes and all that. And I remembered I have these. These are not the greatest to color with. I don't like how they color. They're pretty uneven, and I think because it's more of like a kid's coloring supply, I really don't like using these even in my coloring books. But I thought that I could use them in my note-taking, when annotating my books, and then also for journaling, for all those fall beautiful colors that I'm looking for. So I'm going to try to use these. These are all, and I have like a whole collection. I think I have like 5 of these little boxes with different colors, and they're these colors. So I'm going to give these a try and see how they work out. And speaking of that, I want to start a series called Using Up Our Stash, or Shopping Our Own Supplies, or something along those lines, where basically we are motivated to use all of those supplies that we tend to forget about and just go through our things. I don't like hoarding things. The things that I have, I want to make sure that I'm using them and enjoying them. And if there's things that I don't like, then I can get rid of them, give them away, donate them. So this is a box from some Converse that my boyfriend got me, and I will share a picture of them here. And I love them very much. So they are also a favorite that I wanted to share with you guys. But the box, it didn't look like this. It was brand new until I brought it in here earlier, and my cats laid on top of it because this is their world and I'm just living in it. So I was thinking that I could use this box for empties to share with you guys. So every time that I have like a substantial amount of empties, I'll record a video sharing with you guys the things that I've gone through, and I will include basically everything that I'm loving. Kind of like these videos where I share all of the things that I'm enjoying, from journaling to art to self-care to wellness to foods to fashion. Anyway, and I thought I would start with these. So I was painting my nails, as you can, okay, you see? She loved this box, so I don't know if this is going to work out. I might have to find this is Tilly, by the way. She's my smallest cat, and yeah, she loves boxes. So anyway, first I thought I would share these. I was painting my nails the other day, and I was using this color, which I love. It's like a very dark, vampy, eggplant, almost black, but not quite black. Really, really, really dark purple. And I love it very much. And it's perfect for October, and it's perfect for the spooky season. And I was painting my nails with it, and it was so annoying because it was dry and it was so difficult to work with, and it is done for. So instead of throwing it away, I kept it here to share with you guys that this is my first empty. It's a color that I really love. I will link it down below. Here is another one that is done for. I don't know if you guys can tell. It is less than half. And this nail polish doesn't tend to last that long, unfortunately. But it does last a really long time. I have had this for probably over a year, both of these, and I use them quite often. These are some of my favorite nail products. So these are both done for. There's nothing I can do with them. I am going to ask my mom if she wants them, if she wants to use them for art, or if there's anything she can use them for. And then if not, then I will be getting rid of these. And these are the first items that are going in my empties or finished or getting rid of box. And I think I'm going to have to find another box because Tilly has claimed this one as her napping house. So I'm going to move it to the side, and then I'll be right back. I ended up taking off that nail polish and just painting my nails black with this polish right here, which is another one I love. These are on the more natural side. These are, I think, 14 free of nasty chemicals. And yeah, I painted my nails black, and then I added these Halloween stickers, which I will link down below, which are really fun. They are just these holographic pumpkins and holographic ghosts. And I don't know if the lights are going to wash them out, but I really like them. So that was that. Here is another thing I've been loving. This is my new hat, and it's got cat fur on it. No surprise, but I really like it. I love that it's all black. I wanted, there was this beautiful tan one, but it had this huge Puma. It was by the brand Puma, and it had a huge Puma, and it looked kind of ridiculous. I prefer things that don't have like anything on them. Like if this didn't have anything, if it was just black, it would be even better. But you can't really see the label here. So yeah, I really like it, and I love these kind of hats because most of these hats are pretty big, and I can always adjust them to fit my head the way I want them to. And I love wearing hats. Love, love, love hats so much. This is also a favorite that I have been loving. A super cozy favorite is this candle right here. So this candle, it smells like a pumpkin patch that is also an apple orchard where there's a bonfire and they are roasting marshmallows, and then crisp fall weather, and it is chilly, and you can smell like the faint scent of pumpkin pie and apple cider and all of the delicious treats. That's what this candle smells like. I wish that you guys could smell it. It smells incredible. It's a 3-wick candle, and I have been lighting it every night And it just, I don't like overly sweet scents, so this is more on the smoky, like outdoorsy, autumnal scents, and you get like the slightest hint of sweetness, and it's more like apple sweetness, like apple cider, and it is perfect. It is called Lakeside Sunset by Sensational, and it is coconut and beeswax blend. It's a natural wick, and it is infused with essential oils. All of those things are really important to me. I am very mindful of trying my best to find clean, natural products, and especially something that I'm going to have around my pets and around my loved ones. So this is amazing. It checks all the boxes, and it is huge, and it just smells so incredible. So yeah, this is definitely a favorite, and it says Lakeside Sunset, which sounds more summery, but no, the scent is definitely fall. This scent is not summer. This is like I said, woodsy and smoky, and with a hint of apple, and it is just perfect. Another really cool thing I got, my boyfriend got this for me. He got it for me at Target, and these are perfect. These are string lights, and they have these beautiful leaves. I love plants, so I can't wait to put these around my room. I'm going to put them where I have my crystals and my books. And yeah, it's just so beautiful, and it takes batteries, and I am super excited to turn these on. Kind of along those lines, to me, fall is moody, it's low lighting, it's romantic, comfort, and so I have a lot of these tea lights because I have cats, I have pets, and I can't have candles everywhere because it's not safe with them. So I have all these tea lights. I have several of these packs of tea lights that I'm going to have around the room, that I'm going to take outside when we make more, when we cook outside, when we hang out outside. And I also am going to add some to our pumpkins. So we have these huge jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. I will share some pictures of them right here. And we're not sure if we're going to carve them or paint them, but either way, it's going to be awesome. And then I will add some of these lights either inside the pumpkins or around the pumpkins. So I am excited about that. Lighting is everything in the fall. And then my cats wanted me to share with you guys their toys. We're missing one. Do you know where Sally's at, baby? Anyway, we got our cats these Nightmare Before Christmas toys, and I'm missing Sally. I don't know where she's run off to, but they're so cute. So this is Zero, and he's got a little jack-o'-lantern for a nose, and they have a little bell, and they have catnip inside, so my cats love them. And then here's Jack. And we have Sally also, but she has gone MIA. So my cats just wanted me to share these with you guys. Super cute. And then along the lines of The Nightmare Before Christmas, my boyfriend got me this beautiful, amazing Oogie Boogie bag charm. And I love him so much. He is the cutest thing ever. He is so fat and chunky. And this is my favorite color, neon green. And he is so amazing. And I had him on my bag that I showed you guys in the last video, my Labubu bag. But my boyfriend also got me another current favorite, which let me share it with you guys. He got me these bags, and these are by Champion, by the brand Champion. And they are these beautiful, stunning bags. I'm trying to fit it on frame, but they're pretty big, and they are my favorite tote bags that I've ever seen, that I've ever had. They're so beautiful. I don't even want to wear them. It makes no sense, but if you know, you know. And they have these two holders right here, and then these bigger straps. So you can put it around your shoulder, and they fit everything. I mean, these bags are ginormous. They're huge. I've literally been taking everything with me. my computer, my iPad, all of my chargers, all of my notebooks, all of my books, my sketchbooks, my art supplies, everything fits in here. This is massive. So on the inside, it has this mesh bag. And then over here, it has a mesh bag over here, which is for like a water bottle. It has this strap right here for your keys or charms. And then it has a zippered bag. And yeah, it's perfect. And I love it so much. I want to get some bag organizers, which I also have on my wish list. And those are going to fit in here perfectly. And with those, I'll be able to keep everything nice and organized. So I'm super excited about these. And he got them for me in several colors. I love tote bags. I'm always looking for good tote bags. And the ones that I have are not the best. They're more so aesthetic, I guess, than functional. I have one from Barnes & Noble, which immediately got stained and I could never get the stain out. I have, 2 more, but they're very light, so they get dirty really fast and it's really hard to keep them clean. And once they get stained, it's almost impossible to take the stains out. And these are amazing. These are perfect. I don't know what kind of witchcraft sorcery they did for this material, but my cats have already tried scratching them and they couldn't make a dent. And this one, it fell to the floor and it didn't get dirty. And here comes Tilly again. And this one hasn't gotten dirty and it looks so beautiful. So this is in the tan color. My boyfriend is very sweet and he got me several of them. He got me this one, which is in the color tan. He got a red one, a forest green one, a pink one, and a black one. And he gave this one to my mom because he figured it was a color that she would like the best. And I traded her my forest green one for this one because I love neutrals. Then I have the black one, which I'll show it to you guys. This black one right here is the exact same bag. And it's the exact same bag. And I'm going to share what's in my bag video soon. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe. And I love this one so much. This is my October spooky season bag. And I had this bag charm on my Labubu bag that I shared with you guys last time, but I am going to add him to this bag because I'm going to add him here for now because he is so awesome and perfect for spooky season. And this is my October bag. And then the red one is going to be my Christmas bag. And then I gave my mom the forest green one. And I gave her like the prettiest baby pink one. It's so pretty, but I really wanted to share with her. And my boyfriend's very sweet and he wanted to give her one. So she has 2 and I have 3. And I know I'm the luckiest girl in the world. And these are the best tote bags ever. I love them so, so much. And I will be sharing what's in my tote bag. I will be sharing a what's in my bag video, what's in my art bag, what's in my everyday bags. I also wanted to share this with you guys. It's kind of a random, but these fire starters are amazing. We've been using them in the backyard for grilling, and we've been grilling burgers, and we roasted sausages and marshmallows and had s'mores, and these have lit our fire. These lit our fire immediately. We also used mesquite wood, and that was also perfect and turned on instantly. So highly, highly recommend if you grill or go camping or hiking and do bonfires. And then lastly, the books. All right, so let's go through these. Okay. So I found Sally. She was under my books, and yeah, these are so cute, and my cats love them, and they are perfect for the season. They always get their little seasonal treats, and toys and little items just so that they can enjoy the seasons with us, and they love these very much. So I finished Big Magic. I had listened to it once before on Audible, and I will link it down below. And I really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much that I wanted the physical copy. I listened to it a few years ago and I recently remembered it and I wanted the physical copy. As you can see, I annotated a lot. I added a lot of tabs and I added notes. I love annotating my books. And just highlighting things that, marking and highlighting things that I found inspiring. And yeah, this book was amazing. So with Big Magic, this book is about creativity and creative living, and Elizabeth Gilbert just shares all of her advice on how to do that. And my biggest takeaway from this book is that creating art is courageous, and it's not your problem what anybody else thinks of it or how anybody else perceives it. And once you can free yourself of all of these ideas that hold you back, the more that you can free yourself from all that, the more creative you'll be able to be and the happier you will be. I really, really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it, and I will link it down below. So I am done with this one and I can put it away. I was keeping it around just to share it with you guys. And another book I'm currently reading, which is also art related, is Art and Fear. And this is Observations on the Perils and Rewards of Art Making by David Bales and Ted Orland. And I love, love, love this book so much. I started reading it in e-form, and it's not my favorite. Electronic books are just not my thing. I don't like holding electronics. I don't like looking at the lights. So I prefer physical book. I loved it so, so much. And I bought the physical book so that I could read it. And I've already started reading it and annotating it. And I am really, really enjoying it. There are 3 books that I highly recommend when it comes to art and creativity. One is Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way. Another one is Big Magic, which I just shared with you guys, by Elizabeth Gilbert. And this one, Art and Fear. And then number 1 favorite of all time, The 4 Agreements. That's not so much creativity. It's more of a spiritual book, but you can apply it to anything and it is just magical. So I will link all of these down below. This one, as it says, it talks about art and fear, the fears that stop us from making art and how to overcome them. And yeah, just a short, sweet book, but I'm taking my time with it and I'm really enjoying it. Another book that I bought that I'm also reading is this one here. This is Restorative Rituals, Ideas and Inspiration for Self-Care by Leslie Corin. And it is a very, very short book, but it is a very beautiful book. And I have been loving it. It talks about nature. It talks about all of these rituals that you can do, relaxing foot soak, creating a nature mandala. It has recipes, stretches, rituals, and it's just such a beautiful book. I haven't gotten too far into it, but I wanted to share this one with you guys. When I read more, I will share more. But this one here is doing a loving kindness meditation. And the idea is that you think, feel, and repeat this, which is, may I be happy, may I be safe, may I be healthy, may I live with ease. And then after, you do the same thing, but for loved ones. So then it would be, may you be happy, may you be safe, may you be healthy, may you live with ease. And then you extend it further and further and further. So to, people that you know, to strangers, to the world. And I thought that was very, very beautiful. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I really have been loving this book. If I can find it, I will link it down below. Okay, so for the giveaway, my sweet, sweet friends, I am so excited to be including one of the Dream It to Life journals, and you get to choose whether you want the new one from the fall collection, which is this one here, or if you would like the daily planner from the Florals collection, because I know that there are people who prefer florals and are not into the seasonal colors. And this one feels very and this one feels appropriate for the season for me because it's pretty dark and purple and moody, and I love it very much. So I use it year round. This one does have the 2024 on it because they're the ones that I have left over from these launched, I believe, at the end of 2024. And so if you purchase them from Amazon, the current versions of these planners don't have the 2024 in the front, but these do because they're the ones that I have left over and that I have been using for promotional events. But I will include some stickers either way, whichever journal you choose, and you can cover the 2024 with stickers if you like. And also, I am so excited and beyond thrilled that I was able to get my hands on the viral Trader Joe's mini bags. I didn't know about the craze. I've had them in the past and they are super cute, and I completely understand why people love them. And it wasn't until I saw somebody with one of them that I remembered them, and I remembered having them a few years ago and loving them so much. And these are the seasonal ones that they dropped. And I kept going back and I kept going back, and I would go every day to look for them to Trader Joe's, and I couldn't find them anywhere. And then I persevered and I got very lucky, and I was able to get my hands on these, and I was told by the store manager that they are not restocking them. So I got extremely lucky. And I would like to share one of them with you guys. So I got one for my mom, and I got one for myself. I got an extra one too, in case I want to gift it to someone. And then I got one for you guys. So this one here, I got it in black. I got it in black for you guys because I feel like this is timeless and you can wear it all year round, and it's also perfect obviously for October and for the fall. So this is the Trader Joe's Trick or Treat canvas tote bag, and I am sure that you guys have seen them. These went viral, and yeah, they're very, very cool. They have a little pocket here in the front, and then it's a canvas tote, and then it is just like this on the inside, and then it has another pocket on this side here. And it's amazing what people do with them, and you can just customize them to your own liking and decorate them however you want. So anyway, I am going to be giving one of these away to the giveaway winner, along with whichever journal that you choose, along with some stickers and a little thank you note with some art by me. So I am super excited. I want to thank you guys so much once again for being here, for subscribing, for supporting, for liking, for commenting, for all your love throughout all this time. I can't believe that we're at 100 subscribers, and I love this community so much, and I'm so thankful and so excited. So thank you so much. This giveaway is only open to the US because of shipping, but I promise that I will soon do another giveaway that is international for all of my international friends that love and support our channel. And in order to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and comment down below what you're loving the most this fall season. Best of luck to everybody. I am so excited for everything that's to come to this channel. And once again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. As always, please stay safe, please take care, please have fun, and remember to continue creating the life of your dreams. I will see you soon, friends. Thank you so much. Bye.